Father Tom Knoblach. I'm pastor of Holy Spirit, St. Anthony's and St. John Cantius churches here in St. Cloud. Also serve as consultant for healthcare ethics for our diocese. Earned a PhD in healthcare ethics in 2003 from St. Louis University. So the position of consultant is available to healthcare institutions, parishioners, clergy, anyone who's interested in not only clinical ethical issues, but the whole complex reality of healthcare and Catholic teaching. End-of-life issues. Our life expectancy in the United States has increased over 30 years in the last century. So in about the year 1900, the usual causes of death were communicable illnesses, diphtheria, smallpox, tuberculosis, that had a fairly simple disease trajectory. In our time, the leading causes of death are heart disease, cancer, stroke, or some other kinds of neurological, vascular kinds of issues. Alzheimer's is a growing one. So these are illnesses that tend to be more prolonged, where we can intervene for a fairly long time. Some of them can be cured. Some of them are chronic conditions. And particularly with things like Alzheimer's, it's not a lot of highly technological interventions that are possible, but just long-term care for people who are in a state of inevitable decline. And so people have more time to think about what do I want for my future? How do I want to die? Where would I want that to happen? How much am I willing to go through when there's an inevitable state of decline? We have also returned, I think we're still on that pendulum swing about autonomy, the idea that I am in charge of my own life and I have responsibility but also liberty to decide what happens. There's a growing movement for assisted suicide and even sometimes kind of a glamorizing of that as a courageous act, taking my life in my own hands. So in an increasingly pluralistic culture, these questions and Catholic teaching become an important voice to make sure is part of the dialogue.